99% of people ask us how to grip the golf club. How to grip it with your right hand, how to grip it with your left hand, how to grip it with your driver, and all around how to get a better strike. And that's exactly what we are doing today on Get Good at Golf in this golf lesson. So guys, if you're new to the channel, then please do consider hitting that subscribe button if you do want pretty much daily golf tips to help you get your scores down and help you play better golf. So the first thing we talk about, and the biggest thing and number one with the grip, is making sure that we have it in the right part of your hand. So again, the biggest thing we see with the left hand is we start to get that in the palm of the hands. We then bring the right hand on, and from there we're very limited to what we can do with our wrist. So you'll see then if I get into this position here and try and make a golf swing, I'm very restricted. So how many of you feel like you're really restricted when you get to this position here? And that's because of where you have got it in your grip. So again, have you got it in the palm? Have you got it in the fingers? If I hit a shot from here, that's an 8-iron, and even if I put a lot of effort in there, we've only got 100 yards. And with a 100-yard shot, I'll be looking to hit my sand wedge, not my 8-iron. So again, we need to make sure that this grip is in the right part of your hand. So if you're a right-handed golfer, first thing we want to do is get it working through those fingers with that left hand, and then your thumb will sit just down the right hand side of that grip. Bring the right hand on. Again, you might interlock your fingers, you might have them overlapping, but we're going to get that pad on your right hand on the thumb, and your right thumb is going to go on the left side of the grip. Straight away there, I have got a nice neutral grip, and you can see again, if I start to make a golf swing here, I can really start to hinge my wrist here. So if I can do this motion here, I can then do the same in that golf swing. And we're starting to create levers, which allows me to get to the top of my backswing and create more speed. And speed is obviously what we need in golf. If we start to lose speed, we're going to lose distance, we're not going to enjoy our golf as much, and we're also not going to get that handicap down. So let's start to get that neutral grip. And even if you have the routine of going into the golf ball through the fingers, bring your right hand in, then from there straight away, you will start to see I can get a better strike on there and start to hit the ball better. A little bit heavy there and a little bit short, but a better strike. That's what I want to see. If I misstrike that one, it's only just coming up short. I'm over the potential trouble in the water. James has just nearly took a dive behind the camera. So again, a neutral grip on there, and then let's start to hit better shots there. Nice and solid, straight towards that flag, and that is a nice green in regulation, and I've got a chance. So the shot before brings us into point number 2, and the second thing when we talk about grip is talking about how tight we hold that club. So am I strangling the club, or am I gripping it light as a feather? This is going to have a massive effect on, again, how you can set that golf club and how much speed you can put into your swing. If I'm strangling that golf club, if I've got the grip perfect, so yes, I've done what Chris has said in this video, I've got that grip good, thumbs down the right hand side, we're then into a good position. But if I'm strangling that club, again, it's very restricted into how much levers I can put in there. So straight away there, my swing is going to be shorter, and from there I'm already struggling for speed. We're not getting those levers, we're not getting a complete backswing, and again, if I grip this 10 out of 10, okay, I got a reasonable strike on there. This might be a good bad one, and it's just reached there. But that is, for me, as much as I could do. Again there, I've lost distance, so I'm down around about 10-15 yards, and consistently, I'm not going to generate that strike. If you're somebody who doesn't take a divot, that's potentially what you are doing. You might be clipping it off the top of the grass, not getting that strike, not getting that pressure, and as a result, not getting the distance that we desire. So make sure when we're thinking about gripping that club, if we go on a scale of 1 to 10, it's definitely not a 1 where the club might potentially go further than the golf ball, but it's not 10. I like to see it right in the middle there, where it's a 5 out of 10. We can be nice and loose with those wrists. We feel like we've got a little bit of swing in there, natural swing, and that's going to allow us to set that club, get that ball flight, and again, maybe have that little bit more control on direction. You can see there, when I've got the grip right, I've got the correct direction, and I've been able to get it a good distance. I'm on the green. So from 150 yards or 160 yards here, again, if you're a mid-handicap golfer, just getting on the green is going to be a benefit for you. That's going to help you lower your scores. So what is the third point? So if you're doing those things right, but you're still not getting the strike, this is what we see from a lot of amateur golfers. You've lost your strike, you've not got the confidence, so what do? What have you been told? Well, if I make that club a little bit shorter, I should have more control. So we see so many people, even with an 8-iron, gripping a long way down that club because, same with the driver, they think if I go a little bit shorter, I'm going to have more control. But what that is doing is changing our low point. So it's making it harder for us to get a strike. So obviously from there, I've now got to think, I've got to get more down into that golf ball. I've got to be able to, from the top of this backswing, actually lower myself down because now that club is shorter than it should be. And we don't need to make it shorter. We want you to make that as long as possible. Use the club length because that's going to help you generate the speed and get your 8-iron going as far as possible. Because after all, we don't want you to start losing distance just because of your grip. We don't want your 8-iron, your 6-iron, your pitching wedge all to go a very similar distance if you strike it well. I want you to make sure that we're at the end of that golf club. From there, we've gone through our checks with our grip. And a good thing for you to do is, obviously, when you're over the golf ball, if you're not striking it, check that you're at the top end of the golf club. And then from there, when you're over that golf ball, if it's not your turn and you're waiting, just make sure that you can get that wrist set there. If you know you can get that wrist set there, we know that that grip is in the right place. And then from there, we can make sure that we take the club away nicely. We've got that hinge, we've got the right speed on there. And from there, we can take that away and strike the ball better. So think about that, guys, when you're thinking this is the only bit of the club that you are in contact with, so you are in contact with your hands. If I don't have the grip correct, that is going to lose you all the control of this club face. It's going to lose you control of the club face. It's also going to lose you control of your speed. And these are the biggest things for you to be able to get good at golf, guys. We want you to hit better shots, just like these shots that we've got outside. You can see there, we're maintaining our speed. Both myself and James there with the driver, getting it down the fairway with a good ball flight. If we do any of these things wrong with our grip, we start to hit shots just like this on screen, which we've hit in recent weeks. Sometimes it slips for ourselves, so make sure that you take these things into consideration with your grip to help you lower your scores and get good at golf. And guys, if you're new to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button for your golf lessons and golf tips regular.